Mosaics aren't just about placing pieces. They're about how you place them and why. Understanding technique is what transforms a simple project into intentional, confident artistry. By the end of this lesson, you'll recognise the main mosaic techniques, understand why each one exists, and know when to use them. Avoid common beginner mistakes and start developing your own creative approach. A mosaic technique is your approach to placing tesserae. It shapes your workflow. It affects your final result. And it changes how light, texture, and movement interact with your piece. Think of techniques like brush strokes in a painting. Each one creates a different energy and finish. Choosing a technique isn't random. It's a decision that supports your vision. Why technique matters. The technique you choose impacts the level of detail you can achieve, how efficient your process is, how strong and durable your mosaic becomes, and how your design flows visually. The wrong technique can make things harder. The right technique can make everything feel natural. So first off, the direct method. The direct method means placing pieces straight onto your surface. Why do we use it? It gives you full control. When do we use it? Small to medium projects, semi-detailed designs, when you want to be able to adjust as you go. This is often where beginners start, and for good reason. It's intuitive, flexible, and immediate. The indirect method. The indirect method means building your mosaic in reverse, then transferring it. Why do we use it? It creates consistency and efficiency. When would we use it? When we're creating larger projects with repeating patterns, and when you need a smooth and even surface, like floors. It may feel less intuitive at first, but it's incredibly powerful once understood. Double indirect method. The double indirect method combines both approaches. Why do we use it? It gives you precision and flexibility. When do we use it? For complex designs, transportable pieces, professional or large-scale works. This method offers control while allowing for clean transfers. There's also indirect mesh method. So this is a modern variation of indirect method, where you apply your tesserae face up onto mesh, then you transfer that mesh onto your final substrate. This method allows visual control as well as transportable material. So choosing the right technique. So how do you choose? Ask yourself, how big is my project? How detailed is my design? Do I need flexibility or consistency? Will that piece be moved or installed? Your answers naturally guide your technique. Common beginner mistakes. Thinking one technique is better than the other. Choosing a method without considering the project size. Avoiding indirect methods because they seem complex. But each technique has its purpose. It's not about right or wrong. It's about fit. Mindfulness moment. Technique is where intention meets action. Pause and consider your choices. Notice how each method changes your experience as you work. This awareness turns process into practice, and then practice into mastery. Reflection prompt. Ask yourself, which technique feels more natural to me right now? Which one challenges me in a good way? How might different techniques change my design outcome? Mini challenge. Create 2 sample pieces, one using the direct method and one using the indirect method. Compare the process and the result. This is how you build real understanding. Now that you understand the why and the when behind mosaic techniques, you're ready to start making intentional choices with your work. Next, we'll bring technique into action, exploring how tesserae, adhesives, and substrate all come together in real projects.